computer if you just use your finger.
Yeah.
The application
Hey
is
there.
like
Okay, we're
full
live
screen.
on here, and
You
we're
just
finishing
use
up
your finger.
facials. We don't have anybody on there yet, so.
What is it called? Teresa was asking me earlier.
Becoming extraordinary.
Okay.
Okay. Color there, Missy. For someone that doesn't wear much, I didn't realize that was what was on there. I probably would have switched that to do that as, oh, that's how they have it, is the wedge color. Okay.
It's just going
So-
everywhere.
Okay, but so, and you haven't used the light color yet,
Right,
right?
yeah.
Okay, oh,
Yeah.
yeah, so you'll be able to blend it. I'll just blend, I actually put that all over. I would blend it out with that,
Mhm.
like in toward, you
Cover
blend
it
in
up a
towards
little.
your nose. Like put it on and then blend in towards your nose, so you don't pull that color out any further.
You
Yeah.
probably do lighter.
Well, I've got now the habit of wearing any eyeshadow, so yeah. Because I was wearing the old fashioned blue.
That's pretty though. Did you get it all on?
I did it right.
Yeah, it looks pretty. I love the, I've been wearing that smoky, smoky quartz
Yeah.
a lot lately.
Does it make you look like you?
Someone's on. We're just finishing up facials, so we're gonna be getting into meeting stuff here in just a minute, so hang tight. Oh, I like it. Do you have mascara? Did you bring that?
I sold them my room.
Oh my gosh, that's so great. Like, what a problem. I sold everything out of my kit.
I
Waiting,
sold my mom all this stuff.
waiting for the order to come. When Jackie texts me, she's like, can Emma sell the stuff? I'm like, well, sure, she can just replace it. Yeah, like, that's fine, so. It's a good problem.
Yeah, that's what Jackie told me too.
What's that?
It's a good problem to have, not
Yeah,
having
that's
enough
what I said, I
product.
know. Especially when, if you bring your guests to the meeting, because there's somebody here that's gonna be
Yeah.
able to help you out.
Right.
That little corner right there?
Okay, Chris, that's gonna be on your wand there. See, there's no way to not have it on there.
Oh,
So,
no.
might be
Start with your
fingers.
bottom first.
Yeah, do your bottom lashes
What?
first. You can do that.
There's a reason.
Okay,
The bottom lashes first, yep.
okay.
So when you do your
I'm here
top
to be
ones,
taught, So.
because when you do your top ones, if you've already done, if you haven't done your bottom ones, then when you go do your bottom, then you open up real wide, you get the little bump, like the little mascara all over on the top here. So if you do your bottom ones first, that doesn't happen.
I swear I always sneeze when I put my mascara on. Always. Like every day.
Mm-hmm. That's very good. That's good. Okay.
Okay, there you go.
Eyes are getting watery.
Remember, you probably have that on your fingers, Liz. There's no way around it.
Got the mascara down on here.
I have really long lashes.
You do. I was about to say, your lashes are very long.
I need a primer. I usually don't put on my bottom. Somewhat even. Yep. Get a little bit more on this one. So much more on this one.
No, I said more on this
Oh, I
one.
need more on this one?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, I thought you said you have a little bit more on this one. Oh, God. You're okay. All right. And you can put on your eyeballs.
Looking for my cheat
I
sheet
see
and
that.
it's in there.
I just bought, yeah, I just bought it on Monday. So, yesterday.
That'll be good.
I heard there, I found my local, used to be a consultant
A little bit
long
on
time
this
ago.
one.
She's like, you're gonna feel like you're on top
Sometimes I
of
feel
the
like I have two long bottom ones.
Hi, friends.
Is that weird?
Career conference. Does your mom go? You said your mom went?
Yeah,
when
she
was-
said, she's like, those are amazing. She's like, you
Yeah.
have to go. It's like, okay.
So April is over here, she's talking to Wanda about career conference. Not being kind of goofy, like,
When I put mascara on, they look really long.
we're just finishing it, oh my gosh,
Wow.
beautiful.
I know.
Very long.
Do you like it? Your lashes.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Because
I've
I
gotten
first saw,
comments about them anytime I do, yeah.
yeah,
Oh my
when I first
gosh.
saw her, she didn't look, it looked like it was, they were
They're
really
blonde, yeah, so you
small.
don't see
Yeah, but you
them.
don't see them, but you're right.
And the
With the
eyeshadows, you did
mascara
a
on.
great job, like, I was a little worried for you there.
No, that's okay. Use your finger.
I know, I was too, I'm like, okay,
Blink,
we'll
blink,
see, we'll go where we go with this, but
Well-
it's nice though.
Well,
Great
because you
job of
told me you don't
blending.
like wear, like, you don't put a lot of stuff on, like,
Yeah,
thinking,
Right.
oh my gosh, we're giving her
We're giving
Merlot.
some, yeah.
Like, she's gonna like think, what is this? But you did a great job.
She did
It
the
looks
blending,
really
she did a
pretty.
job.
Do you like it?
Mhm.
Okay. We might have to show the,
World.
we got some people
Oh,
on our.
goodness.
One
It's
person.
it's just consultants. Actually, we got 3 people on now, so I bet we've got Jesse and Therese and I bet Abby. I know Abby was wanting to be on tonight because the roads in Fremont are so bad, so she usually drives down. So, do you want some lip gloss to go over the top of your lip color?
Oh, sure.
It'll probably feel really good. You have a one you like better than another?
I'll let you pick.
Are you a sparkly girl at all?
I can be. I do have shoes with glitter on them.
All right, there you go.
Okay, well, I'm gonna give you, I know this seems a little crazy, it's shock tart, but it's super pretty on, I promise. It's actually one of my favorite. Did you put your lipstick on with one of those?
I did
Just
not,
do your
my finger.
Okay, so then, yeah, just put a little bit of that over the top. And Chris, for you,
That does look like starburst color.
I'm gonna do my favorite sun blossom. This is what I wear every day, like over the top of everything. So it'll feel better. It'll give you some moisture.
Nice.
Isn't that pretty?
Yeah.
Like
it
it's when you look at that in here, you go, seriously.
Yeah.
But it's really
Mhm.
it's a great color on.
I have orange
Yeah.
lips.
Yeah.
Mine's orange.
It doesn't look like that at all.
And the sun blossom, yeah.
I like it.
I wear that almost over every. That's my
Do that
go-to.
too. Yeah. I do.
I wear it almost over everything. You look at it and you go,
It feels really good too.
we've got one that's pink parfait that I don't have in there for some reason, I don't know, I think that I broke the tube, I think, actually, maybe it got in here.
How did you break the tube?
Well, I like it cracked, something like it was leaking all over, I don't know if somebody twisted it, like sometimes you twist them, actually, you know what, this is the pink parfait. It's pink luster, the one that I'm missing, so this is also, if you wanna go the pink side of it, I like it cause it's, a matte color, it's not sparkly. If you notice these, the sparkles, there's like a lot of glitter in
Yeah, there
those.
is.
So for me, in my mature lips, when that comes off, I have glitter everywhere. So I think depending on, when I'm really dry, so I think most people, I don't notice that on that, cause I sell a lot of those, but, so I kinda stay away from the glitter ones because I don't wanna have glitter everywhere.
Glitter from your nose to your toes.
Right, right. It just, well, it ages you, really. I mean, it's not, when it's all on, it looks fine, but, just because it'll settle in the little cracks and then people can tell that, so I'm always all about that age defiance, like, I don't want really people to know how old I am. On one hand, I'll tell you how old I am, because,
Cause you look good.
right. I'm working hard at this stuff. But on the other hand, like, yeah, I'd rather you not know, and so then, when my son will come get in the car and he say, Mom, everybody thinks you look great for your age.
For your age.
For your age, like, what are you telling him? And I'll say, as long as you say, you could look good too if you use Mary Kay. No.
There you go.
That we do that, so, okay, so really, then what we would do from here is when we're doing, like when she was doing an appointment, or, we get to the end, we wanna close for the sale, that's like the thing, so no arm twisting, we're not ever gonna push anybody off the, we're not gonna twist their arm, we might push them off the fence, but I had the best thing today, Allison, that was the best thing, she's like, well, I'm not on the fence, but I'm touching it. Because I always say, I always say that I won't twist your arm, but I might push you off the fence because that's an uncomfortable place to be. Should I, shouldn't I, yes, no, whatever. So, and she said, well, I'm not on the fence. I was like, I love it. No one has ever said that to me before. That's a great thing. So she will always have a place in my heart, like everybody.
Yeah.
But anyway, I really always do believe that women are intelligent. Like, we are super smart and we can make great decisions for ourselves when we have all the information. Would you agree? Sometimes people don't give us all the information and then it's impossible for us to make a great decision. So in this arena, like with this and when we're doing these facials and that, I always want to show the collections because when I was in your spot 25 years ago, I was like, oh my gosh, I wonder, this feels pretty good, but I don't, all the things that are playing in your mind. So I love that there was the 3 collections. So this is our roll-it bag. It's kind of a fun little bag, don't you think? You open it up and you have the little hanger on it. And for someone like Emma, who's super organized, I'm sure she's probably got it even
Hers is
organized.
on her back wall.
Yeah, and we probably want to see how she organizes her stuff because I have a feeling like she's got a great system that I could probably learn something from.
Yes, no doubt.
But this here is everything that we did tonight, with, in addition to microdermabrasion. I didn't have you try that one tonight. I talked too long. Sorry. So this is your skincare, the 3D skincare, microdermabrasion, and your foundation. Down here you've got your eye makeup remover and your satin lips, and in this pocket this is your color. So Mary Kay's color all fits in refillable compacts. I don't know if you remember that, but that has always been the same. Do you remember noticing that, Liz, when you've gone to things? So the eyeshadows and the cheek colors, this happens to be a compact that is no longer available. Unless your consultant has them. This is the brand new compact. Isn't that so pretty?
Mhm.
Oh my gosh, I think it's so pretty. And it will hold, it actually will hold more. You could put 6 eyeshadows and 2 cheek colors in here, or you could do what I've got here on one side and then your applicators on the other side. You can customize that however you want. They're all held in there magnetically, which is a nice thing because what happens first is you run out of your lightest color first, right? So all you're replacing is that lightest color. Show you, I love that. So and then you got a lip gloss. Actually, this shows 2 lip glosses in it, but it would be one, your lipstick or your lip gloss and your eyeliner or mascara would come in this set. So this collection, that's everything. That's the You Deserve It All. It's kind of like the Cadillac collection. Mary Kay, we're all about Cadillacs, pink Cadillacs. We all want them. It's a trophy on wheels. It really is a party in motion. And it is a free Cadillac. So pink is a good color, right? Right?
Yes.
Yeah. So this is like our Cadillac, and it's a $368 value, and you can take it home for $315, right? You get the bag, everything comes with that, right? That's the You Deserve It All. Then this is your essential ultimate skincare collection. So everything for great skin. It's your skincare, your microderm, eye makeup remover, satin lips. Cheat on this one. $238 value. You can take that home for $199. And it really lasts. You saw how little bit you used. It really is probably at least a 4-month supply with all of this. And then this package, the last collection that I talk about, is I like to have 3 choices. I'm all about choices. I don't want just 2. I want 3. I made that mistake with my son when he was growing up. I should only give him 2. Because he would always pull in a 3rd and a 4th. No, anyway, this is the 3rd collection. It's our 3D Miracle set. So really, at the end of the day, the thing when I talk to new people or people that are thinking about Mary Kay, is it's the skincare is what I want you to consider. I don't care if you wear any color, ever. Take care of your skin. And I know, like I said earlier, I know there's great things out there on the market. I know you love a product that you've got. That's working for you, great. But if there's a part of you that thinks, I kind of like how this feels, then think about this the next time that you're going to run out, because it's not only great product, but you get Emma with it, and that is a bonus, right? So
kind of got it.
That's kind of the cool thing is the consultant that comes with it, and I know for me, my consultants, I didn't talk a lot about my story tonight, but I have customers they love my service. They don't have, they just text me, help. I'm out of product, like, or, you know, I'm leaving for out of town, or, you know, I always tell them, don't say whenever, because I might not get there right away, like, so I usually try to give it to them right away, otherwise I forget or something happens. You know, I spend a lot of times, I drop people stuff off in their door, or on their desk at work, like, I don't even see them all the time, because, you know, I'm just gonna make that convenience for them. So that's kinda how this works. So this, is a 146 value, it comes with your foundation, you can get it for 110, your choice of foundation. So it's essentially these 4 things, and your foundation. Okay? Yeah. Hmm? Oh, well,
She wasn't sure.
oh, well,
So
it kind of is,
she's
that's just a
packaging.
special I do when I
Yeah.
package it.
Okay.
So like if you split it all up, and you don't have to do the same deal I do, so. But I like to do I like to have a special, like when they, especially when they come as guests, or if they're at a party or something. You know, truthfully, it might be a little tactic, cause I want them to start on the skincare, and a lot of times people want that, they want that foundation. So, it used to be in the olden days,
There you go.
we didn't break up the skincare. Like, if someone would say, well, I want the foundation, how much is the foundation? I'd say it's 110, and this comes free. Because you remember how I did that on your hand? I want you to use it all together. Today, like I said, we're a little more savvy as women. There's lots of great products out there on the market, so we've kind of dropped that little, like, you can't break up the basic, you can break it up. But then I always caution them and say, okay, if you decide you really want our foundation or our CC cream or whatever, just know that it might be a little different when you put it together with those other products, because I don't know what's in that brand. And you might love our day cream, but some of the ingredients in our day cream might be in the cleanser you're already using. So if you have a reaction, it's not necessarily the Mary Kay, it could be the combination. So that's it, just again, back to that whole educating kind of thing.
Well, and I like that you showed us to put it on our hands too, because it still even feels completely different.
Right.
By just putting that foundation on
Uh-huh.
versus having that cream before and and
Right.
cleaning it first, and then, yeah.
Right, so really important. So that's kind of what I would do, and then then the other thing that I would have you do, if I'm gonna close, like if we're closing, I'd have you flip over your little portfolio, or your profile cards, and I would say, okay, I got 4 questions for you, and you can write down here where it says independent consultant in that pink area. So we'll just do this, number 1 to 4, I'm gonna ask you 4 questions. All right, they're easy, like you can't fail, it's not a quiz or a test. So the first question is, if money was no object, like if you had a money tree in your backyard, wouldn't that be great? Yeah, maybe not, because you'd probably have all kinds of people that would be bothering you. Okay, money was no object.
Yeah.
Which collection would you want? Would you want the Cadillac collection? You deserve it all. Would you want the ultimate skincare, or would you want the Miracle set? So write down Miracle, Ultimate, or Cadillac.
Of course.
Right?
Money's
Except
no
for-
object. Yeah,
I
that's
can't
good.
really spell it, so I just.
I was gonna cheat and see how you
You looked over, I figured.
Ask Emma, she knows you don't ever ask Mama how to spell.
I love it.
Ever.
Just put all. I want it all.
Okay.
I
can write it all.
I love it. Okay, so then the next question is then I haven't talked a lot about follow-up, but our service always does come with 2 appointments. Like, we want to make sure that you love it. Mary Kay was adamant when she started this company that people fall in love with their products. She didn't want you to have products that you didn't like. So there's and time to get back together. Even if you don't buy anything, we want you to kind of walk back through it and see how it's working. So at your follow-up, would you be more inclined to be more intimate, like you and maybe a friend? Or are you kind of the party girl, like, I'd love to share this with my friends? So write down you and me, or you and me and free. Because if you have a party, you get free stuff. So you and me, or you and me and free.
I don't have very many friends.
You don't know. Well, that's a,
We can join
You'll bring
parties.
friends,
Right.
we can join parties, okay.
Yeah, and you know what? That's a great point, Chris, because one would think, oh, if I'm gonna have a party, like, I gotta invite all these people. 6 people is my limit, like, no more than 6, because if it gets bigger than 6, you've seen how much I talk. So, like, we would be here all night if it was more than 6 people. That doesn't work. So 6 is my limit. So, and really, 4 is ideal.
Yeah.
So if you think
I can
of like
maybe
a couple
come
of
up with
friends,
4.
there you go. Okay, I thought so.
Make your husband come.
Yeah.
I've
Yeah.
been very attentive to my children.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
We do have a card group now, though, so
Yeah, you can invite them.
I can do the card group.
Yeah, that'd be good. Okay, so then the next question is to think about, like, if you're thinking of a typical week, which this makes me laugh out loud, because does anyone have a typical week anymore? But if you think about your schedule, are you more apt to be available at the beginning of the week or the end of the week? So just write beginning or end. That's just kind of a thing for Emma to kind of get an idea, like, okay, when. And then the 4th question is, if you could get one item at half price, what would that item be? And it's not the Cadillac bag. Like, what was the one thing
Single
that
item.
I loved? The one item.
Well, I already have the one set. Don't cheat. What are you getting? No, I should maybe do something with lips because I don't
That's
have
what I was
anything
kind of
lips.
thinking too.
Okay, lipstick, lip
'Cause I
color,
don't
lip
have
color,
lip, yeah.
yeah. This could change, this might change later on. So, okay, so good, so thank you, okay. So then if I was gonna close, this is good training, so everybody that's watching, hopefully you're getting something good out of this. Then what we would do, Emma, what you would do in April at the end is you've got those questions right there. So we'd be at the end of the party, or if this was the end of our meeting night and there was more, we're just gonna use this as training, thank you guys for being here. Is that at this point, you guys could meet with them, and you've got the profile card, so they've already answered those questions. So I would take their card and I'd be like, Liz, thank you so much for coming tonight. I so appreciate you for being my special guest. I know she's crazy, but hopefully you have fun. It's fun, right? We have fun, it's all good. Then I would have her card and be like, okay, I see here that you wrote down Cadillac. You are smart, I knew you were smart. Like, okay, does that work in your budget this month? Which you kind of like laugh, and most of the time they look at you and be like, well, but sometimes they say yes, right? Because April, like, she's like, I want it all. Like, well, of course she did, right? So you got to ask the question. That's always my thing, is sometimes I think we don't ask that question, or we're like, some people want to take the whole thing home. That's a smart decision to just buy the roll of the eye. Actually, today, Allison shared with us that she and her mom and her sister went, hopefully it's okay that I'm sharing all this about Allison, they all bought Rolodex. And it might have been it might have been a little different than me, but it was, right, you know, so you ask the question. So you might say, yeah, that works. Or you might say, well, and then we can ask some questions about, like, okay, what about the skincare? Is that something that works for you? Can we start there? Or I see here you wrote down you and me and free. Let me tell you how it works to get free product. Okay? And so that you're asking those questions and working with them. And when we get back together, you know, this is how we can do that. And then the half price item, I usually use that for training to meet with us to do a fast facts appointment, and I'll give them that as their half price to get back together with me to listen to the facts and how the business works. Again, not that I'm gonna twist their arm and get them to do anything that they don't wanna do, but so many times women are unsuspecting. I mean, when we sat down with you, I mean, you didn't think, oh, you might have thought I'm gonna do it, cause you know, most of us don't think. When I heard the marketing plan, I was not gonna be the Mary Kay lady. For me to be here 25 years later is really crazy. If you'd have told me this was gonna be my life, I'd have thought you were nuts. Like, you're on something, because no, I am not. And that's who I am, you know, and I'm so grateful that it's worked out for me. It's really been such a blessing, and I feel like now I have the best life. I get to meet new women all the time, and I get to encourage them to grow and go and do what it is that they want. You know, there's no quotas in this business, so you get to work when you want to work, how you want to work, and with who you want to work. And sometimes life comes in and we have to pull back, and sometimes we can run full out towards those dreams. I love that. I'm in a season right now where I'm running full out. I know it's my turn to pass this on. I'm looking for leaders. Do we know who they're gonna be? Well, I think they're in the room, but no pressure. I'm not gonna twist their arms on that either, right? Because for me, it's afforded my family so much freedom and flexibility and an income and a free car for 24 years. I've been driving free, so anybody that wants to do that, I love that. So there you go. So that's kind of what I would do. And the other thing that, since I didn't do referrals, is I would have had the referrals on there, and I could say, oh gosh, Liz, you wrote down 10 people. Let's just invite them, and I'll work with you to get some free product. Because I want you to have the whole bag. So I'm going to partner with you to get that free. It's a great thing. Women wanna gather. And when there's something in it for them for free, they're more apt to do it. So, okay, any questions? Like, do you have questions on any of that? That makes sense,
Yeah, I think so.
kinda? You
So-
guys,
Well,
Yeah.
I have one question.
Yeah.
So is the foundation free if she bought the Time I set? So is the foundation free with that?
You pay for it.
it comes out of our profit.
You pay for it and you give
Okay.
it to you.
So,
Okay.
okay, so I'll break that down for you. So this is 110 retail,
Right.
okay? So our cost is 55, we make half, okay? So our cost is 55, all right? When I talk about when it's $146 value, if you buy these all individually, it's more than 110.
Right.
Do we know what it is? 30, this one is 24,
Those are 32.
32, so that's 64, and this is
One is
36.
36, yeah.
What is that?
Math.
24 plus 36
Plus
plus
32 plus 32.
124.
Yeah,
124,
that sounds
okay. So when you buy it as a set, you get it for a little cheaper,
Mhm.
and if you buy it individually. So I always buy sets and split it up as much as I can. This is just a side note for when you're ordering. So if someone orders their day cream because they're gonna replace these two faster, then occasionally I have to order day creams individually, but most of the time I try to order sets, cause I'm putting more of it in my pocket, even though I'm gonna sell it to her if she buys it individually at the $32,
Right.
okay? So for the foundation, my cost is $22, my cost is $11, but if I'm selling this for 110, $55 is my profit, so I'm gonna take $11 off, I'm still gonna make $44. And she's gonna be on the skincare,
Right.
and if she loves it, she's gonna order it over and over and over and over, so I'll
Right.
take that on the front end.
Mhm.
And sometimes they never order again.
And you're not gonna give her free foundation every single time.
Exactly.
Because she's not ever gonna run out of everything all at the same
Right.
time.
Right,
Yes.
right,
Okay, that makes sense.
Does
So
that
for
make
You
sense?
$11
don't
bucks, you
actually
get a
have to
lifetime
sell it to your
customer.
mother free.
Right.
Your mother can actually pay for it.
Mhm.
But if you are in a group and you're trying to sell,
Mhm.
then you use that as a
Okay.
perk.
right. Cause sometimes that's, it's having a reason, what's in it for me, other than
Right.
great skin,
Yeah.
like, we don't have to give anything, it's gonna work. And if it doesn't, you're gonna give her her money back, like if they buy something and they don't like it, you're gonna give them their money back, or a new product, you're gonna switch it out, and Mary Kay is gonna send you new product. So, that's kind of the great
So you
thing,
can be on the fence, and that can be the deal that tips them over.
Yes.
Yes.
exactly,
So Mary Kay actually reimburses their consultants.
Yes.
yeah,
For
not
it.
cash,
But
Product.
product.
yes.
Okay.
So, when you got a person that buys from you, then you would either need to give her her money back or a new product. You have someone you acquired that comes into you, that like maybe bought it from Suzy Q, and now Suzy Q is no longer a consultant, she comes to you and she wants something different, you do not have to give her money.
Right.
You could exchange the product and Mary Kay would do the return, but if she wants money, then you can refer her to Mary Kay, they'll take care of her. They'll make sure that customer, or make sure that consultant's, cause that consultant might be somewhere.
Yeah.
And then she, Mary Kay's gonna do that, and that's not our responsibility. So you don't have to give them cash. And then the other thing, kind of while we're on that training of those kinds of things, is there are scam artists out there.
Mhm. I
Have
already
you?
got an email.
Yes,
Mhm.
so that will be one of the things you'll get, you'll get that people email, like, and most of the time it's broken English, or it's not, capitalization isn't right. If you think it's too good to be true,
It is.
it is. Okay, so they want you to contact them right away in a different form. Usually they want you to email them back or call them back. They don't want
They
you.
don't ever want you to call them. It's always
yeah.
email or text.
Right.
Mine just wanted me to send the
Yes.
product, and then they would send me the cash.
And they, yeah,
Oh,
or they'll want you to, they'll send you a cashier's check for more,
And then
then,
you send
and
back
you
the
send back the
difference.
difference, because they can't give you the right amount. And then what you find out is the cashier's check was not good, you're out the product and the money, more money, because you sent them money. So, I always try to make sure that people know that. And it's not just Mary Kay, they're scamming.
Oh, yeah.
And you can
I used to
always
work at a bank, it was
forward
all the
those
time.
to your director
Yeah.
and say, what do you think of this?
Right, or legal.
Or legal.
Mary Kay
Yeah.
Legal. And then, since we're doing such great training tonight, we can't sell on third party.
Mhm.
So like, we can't sell on eBay or Amazon or anything, right, so, and truthfully, you don't want your customers, if your customers say, I found that on Amazon, you wanna say, you know what, that might not be legitimate
Yeah, that's
product.
scary.
Because someone can make fake packages that look really similar to ours, but are not similar. What is wrong with people? Well, we don't have time to solve all that tonight, but, so, okay, so does that help? Because that, I mean, I think that that's one of the things is, you know, don't be fearful to do the individual consultations and then at the end to have that conversation with her. That's part of our service. And when I do appointments, I set that up at the beginning. Like when I do parties, I'll start my party with, I'm so excited, this is only gonna take us about an hour now. I do talk a lot, so I'll try to stay on time because I like it. This is my social thing. That's why I started Mary Kay, is so I could have friends. True? You know? And I stay because I love the women. I love to connect. I love to find out about you and figure out how together we can do even more, whatever it is you're doing, right?
Mhm.
So I'll say it for now. So since that's gonna be like, does anybody need to be out of here by a certain time? And then we'll go around the room and we'll talk about, okay, you gotta be, you know, and then, you know, someone will usually say, oh, I gotta be out of here by whatever time. So I'll say, okay, Jackie, great, then I'm gonna start with you. And then I go around the table and I tell them when they're gonna go. So we'll have Jackie, then we'll have Emma and Liz, and Chris will end with you because you're our hostess tonight. All right? So then what that does, that's not anything about them, that's for me. Because I get to then for anything, oh my gosh, who am I gonna start with? You know, you start to play those little games, I'll be like, it's easy, I've already done it, Jackie's ready. Grab your stuff, let's go sit and talk. Okay? So, all right, yay. So let's pin Emma, don't you think? Since her family's here and her friends. I got a pin up here, so. Come on down. So I don't have any music tonight, because my music is on there. I'm fixing that. I'm gonna get that all on, like, on my iPad. And so here. All right. So Jackie, we're gonna have you introduce her, and then Emma, you can tell a little bit about, come scoot back a little bit here. Yep.
What am I
Okay.
talking about?
Jackie, we're gonna, yeah, like, bring it, woo-hoo, right? Okay, so.
Well, this is Emma, and I work with Emma, and the first time I met Emma, it was just such a pleasure to become her friend. And then we just became great friends at work. So I come into work, and it's a great day. I'm like, I look, oh, Emma's here. Oh, this is gonna be a great day. So we just kind of started off that way. And, you know, Emma is very sweet and kind, and she works great with the customers where we work. And sometimes she's by me, and I can hear her chatting with them. And so she's just, people are just very drawn to her, and she's just very kind and nice to all of them. She's very hardworking. She's very, very diligent about things. She really does things right, and she's just 100% in no matter what she does. She just does a great job of it. Very, very much.
Would you guys agree?
Well, I would have to.
better.
Right?
Yes.
Right.
So you know, the stars are just not high enough for you, I think, and just to shoot beyond those stars. But I'm just really super excited for you, because I know that this is something that you're just gonna run with. You already have, and I'm just gonna try to hold on. And just kind of. I know, yeah, and just carry on. And just enjoy it with you. So, but I'm just really super excited that she's on my team. I feel very blessed with that. Extremely blessed.
So, Emma, do you want to share like what you're excited about, or anything you want to share with us?
Everything.
Everything, yeah,
I don't know.
yeah.
I guess I really liked the flexibility aspect of it with being so busy. Like my dad said, you had to take on one more thing, didn't you?
Great.
Like, of course I did. But just the flexibility between being in nursing school and going to graduate soon and starting that new career path and things like that. I just thought it'd be a good opportunity to make a little extra money. Things like that, make some new connections.
Smart. Yeah.
Being busy is how you get things done.
Yes.
Exactly. And I really believe it will fit really nice. I think it's perfect timing. You know, I do always believe that God's kind of in the mix on that, on timing. And that for right now, that when it worked, that Jackie reached out to have you come, and then you're at a point where you could fit it in, and you can run and get all the things that you wanted under your belt as far as training, and then, you know, when things pick up towards the end of when you're graduating and you're passing those tests, which on the first time you're gonna get that done right away, and you'll start your new career, and you know, so that there'll be a learning curve there, so you'll be able to kind of have this over here. It won't be a big deal, other than the decision will be, it's fun. So then
Yes.
like, okay, how can I fit in a facial tonight, because, or I go to my meeting or whatever, but you get to decide that, cause you're your own boss. And I love that. So, we're super excited, welcome Emma. So she's got your pin for you. And you have to squeeze it when you like
Okay.
put it like to get it out. So like it squeezes.
Okay.
So see it squeezes, and you
Okay.
know, let me see the pin.
Yep.
So and this is kind of a fun thing that's on the back. We don't know why this is on there, but do you know what that's the symbol for?
I do not.
The triangle.
Change.
Change.
Mhm.
Oh, the back of the pin.
Yeah.
I think it's like, you know, I don't know why it's on there, but it must be because for a good change, so hold
Yeah.
on. Oh, you can pin her. So, sorry.
I didn't even notice that was on there. That's awesome.
Yeah, isn't that great?
Yeah.
So then, yeah, so just like put on a little lapel, like don't poke her.
I was about to say,
Like, oh,
please
thank
don't
you.
stab.
Okay. But just so when you go to take it off, you gotta squeeze kind of.
Okay.
Otherwise you won't be like, what? I can't get this off.
Right.
You have to wear this shirt every time you do Mary Kay.
Can't do anything now.
Be fine right now while it's winter, but in the summer would be really great. Okay, so yeah, take there, you wanna take,
Okay.
oh, you know this, yeah, that. So Wanda is our photographer. We haven't done any introductions tonight. We're almost done, and nobody knows that's Wanda.
Okay, get Melinda in there then.
Thank you, so, woo-hoo! We normally do a little O,
Thank you.
but it's on my phone, I don't know if I can do it.
Can I Google it? It wouldn't be on mine, would it?
I don't know if that's one's online.
I don't know the new one.
I don't know.
I know the old one.
You know the old one?
Well,
Can you do it? We can probably do it together. Let's do the old one. Okay, so we're gonna do this.
Okay.
Okay, gotta follow back.
Okay, stand up.
Oh, then you.
Okay.
So,
not you guys, you guys can say something.
okay, so you remember,
It's like, okay, there's a flag or something.
with this pin,
With this pin.
I will recruit. So I'll throw in my pants
So throw in my pants.
and break out my suit.
And break out my suit.
Mary Kay means fun and money, you see.
Mary Kay means fun and money, you see.
But success depends on me.
But success depends on me.
So I'll do myself a favor
So I'll do myself a favor
and get out of my own way.
and get out of my own way.
And from this day forward,
And from this day forward,
I am Mary Kay.
I am Mary Kay.
That kind of came back. There's a new one that's probably even more fun.
Thank you.
Oh, just, you know, we gotta have a little fun, like, right?
I like that one. That looks fun.
The new one is like, yeah, they're all like, huh? What,
More
yeah, it's like,
snazzy.
my friends were all shocked when I picked up my keys, something like that, it's kind of a fun thing, yeah. So, okay, so real quick, let's do some celebrating, and then we gotta like, break out of here, right?
Mhm.
Like, so, what are we celebrating this week? Anything? Celebrating?
I got registered for career conference.
Woohoo! Wanda, woohoo! Topeka, right?
Topeka.
Okay, and
Yeah, I
April.
got registered too. Yep.
register for career conference.
Yeah.
And
I
Jackie.
guess I'm registered, but for
Woohoo, for
Denver.
Denver. Emma and I talked a little bit about that
Yeah.
today, so, yeah, be really fun, so you gotta see if that works for your schedule. Career conference is regional, it's kinda get to go wherever, it's the company's sponsored function, so it's great, you see what's new, what's launching, what's coming, and I think there might be some fun things on the horizon, just saying, you're gonna be glad. Okay, and what other good news?
I posted a snow day thing on
Snow
Facebook
day?
and I got a sale from it.
Woohoo, that's fun,
That was exciting. Yeah.
that's a fun thing,
I went to Oklahoma last week, and
oh my gosh.
one night we went out, and so I was talking to one of the people there,
Uh-huh.
and we had a long conversation. She's like, well, what else do you do? And I said, well, I do Mary Kay. She's like, oh, I need a new Mary Kay consultant. So,
In Oklahoma.
see if that pans out, but yeah.
Yeah, that's fun.
I know.
Were you gone during the storm?
I left Wednesday right after the snow stopped,
Okay.
and then I came home Sunday right after the
The
snow.
snow was done, so
was
with
done.
the roads, obviously you made it home, so I don't have to worry about it.
The last 50 miles was a little,
Yeah, I suppose.
Interesting,
And then as
but-
you got into Lincoln, it was,
yeah, Lincoln.
we must have a new person running the Department of Roads.
I don't know.
Cleaning, something, this is, yeah.
Well, we've got a
They
lot
ran
more
out of-
snow this year.
I know we did.
They ran
Someone
out of
said-
salt.
Well, and I heard they said that it was too cold for it to
Yeah.
actually.
I know, but
Yeah, it seemed.
I think we've got someone, Emma's heard me talk about this
Yeah.
like 3 times now, she's like, stop it, Melinda. I don't know, yeah, anyway, okay, we're not gonna go there, we're here, we can get around, so we celebrate, like, anybody open up and make any contacts this week? So stand up yet, I know that Abby did, so stand up, contacts, okay, so stay standing if you had 5 contacts this week, that's back and forth, Woo, how about 10? Very good, how many do you have? 12. Right on, Jackie. Way to go. Contact queen. All right. So, did we open up our store this week? I think y'all opened up your store, right? Everybody opened it? No, you were open. Even Emma opened up her store. She started it. She opened it up and she sold her stuff right out of her starter kit. Way to go. All right. So, stay standing if you had $100 or more.
Yeah.
200. We go to 200. 300.
285.
285, yay, Jackie! And then we gotta keep the applause going because Abby, that hot shot, had a $618
Oh
rating.
my gosh.
Woo, Abby! She, Abby lives in Fremont and
Okay.
she normally drives in, but the last 2 weeks she hasn't been able to be here because of the weather. And so we do like a live video because we've got people kind of in different areas and I started this, I don't know, a while ago. And Jessie, one of our
Yeah.
consultants in,
Columbus area.
Columbus area. She plugs in to watch because there's not a local group. So I know Abby was gonna be on and she texted me her good news. She had some contacts too, but I can't remember. 618, that's great. So 309 was her profit. Nice. That's fun. don't you
And
think?
I'm getting ready to finish my 600 order.
Excellent.
So maybe tonight or tomorrow.
So you're gonna
Finish
be
that up.
wrapping up your little bracelet. Did you see
I
it?
am. Yeah. Oh, is that where it's bracelet?
Uh-huh.
Oh,
It's
perfect.
called
I'm
Sell
doing
It
another
Sister.
bracelet.
That was the
Great.
thing this month.
Awesome.
So this year, we have this key. So this, did you notice all my keys?
Right, right.
Not that I just love keys.
But you do.
I do. Yeah, a couple years ago, they started this promotion, like, really, it's kind of to stretch consultants to do a little bit more and more with sales. So they had, Abby text us. Let's see. Oh, I can't see it, Abby. Sorry. You have to text Wanda. I don't know if you have her phone number, but I could see, but there was nothing. She must have had some picture. But anyway, so every month when you have a cumulative orders of 600 wholesale or more, you earn one of the keys. And they started it a couple years ago with bracelets. And then now this year, it's the key because you're the key to your success. This one was a consistency challenge. Like if you ordered all 6 months, the first 6 months of the year, so July through December, you got,
Jackie does me. I
What?
sent pictures.
oh.
Oh, you did? Thank
Yeah.
you.
So this was the 6 month thing, but like this was the very first one. This is actually my favorite one. And then this was last month, and this one on the bracelets. This is this month, and there's always usually a little theme. So this month it's Sell It Sister. Kind of fun. There's earrings that we've had. The earrings are really big, like keys, like I clank when I wear them. Did you get those?
Yeah, my ears aren't pierced.
Oh, that's right.
I gave them to my mom. She was thrilled.
She loved them.
Yeah.
Right,
fine.
right.
Yeah.
So just kind of a fun thing, you know, Mary Kay really believed in praising people to success. That was the whole thing with our business is to, you know, encourage, and she always held out something out there that would encourage you to work after. So our Star Consultant Program, which I don't think you can see it over there, but that's the prizes right now. Actually, Jack, you wanna grab that, or
I can
April,
grab
you
it.
wanna grab it? It's, so every quarter there's new prizes that you can work towards. My first quarter, when I first got one, I was like, I didn't care about the prizes until I got the first one. Now I want them every quarter. They're always way better in person than they are on the brochure. So like the bag at the Sapphire, that 18, that bag is gonna be great. The sunglasses, of course, we're all working for a cruise to the Bahamas, so I think they're doing lots of fun things that you could take on the cruise.
Sure.
The sunglasses and yeah.
The shawls.
Yeah, and but like you go up top, like there's the Dr. Dre Beats, whatever. There's I like the Cuisinart air fryer toaster oven
Where's that
thing.
one at?
Right here.
Oh,
here.
yeah, oh my
that
stars,
awesome?
that's great, yes.
So there's always kind of fun things. Mary Kay knew that women, if we were working, we would use the money to take care of our families and for bills and that. So she wanted little prizes that you could work towards, and because you're working towards the prize, then you're gonna impact someone else's life. So this is one of those promotions that are there. It's kind of a fun thing that we have. So, Star Consultant quarter ends March 15th, and then we'll have a new quarter, and yeah, all of that. So, I have little thank yous for you two, as a thank you for coming and helping us tonight. So just, there's just a little fun little swag bag like, and there's a couple little fun things, and then there's one of our affirmation cards in there, so we call them our God Thought cards. And you got the one you're supposed to, there's random, like I didn't like say this one's for Liz. But it'll be fun to see if you got one that you feel like, oh my gosh, that, yeah, cause that's an affirmation on one side, yeah, you can open them up there, yeah. And on the other side is this, there's a scripture. So, kind of a fun thing, they're prayed over. The story's really great, like how those came to pass. Our national, Stacy James, which she's doing a guest function in Omaha on Saturday morning from 10 to 12. And it would be really great to attend, and it would be really great to have guests with you. Like if you have anybody that wants to be more supportive, anybody that you want to think about the business, it's all about confidence, that's what the topic is. I did post that on our Facebook page, and there's an invitation that you can use if you wanted. 10 to 12 at the La Vista Embassy Suites, right off of I-80.
I'm gonna text Amy right now.
Saturday morning, 10, that'd be awesome. Anyway, so Stacy, were they good, was it a good one?
Yeah. It is a good
Yeah.
one. Did you show Emma? She knows that would be good for you.
So Stacy James, our national, she always had these cards that she'd hand out, and then she would, she's really inspiring. She's a really great motivational speaker, as was saying. She's speaking in Omaha on Saturday morning. She lives in Oklahoma. And everyone kept saying, Stacy, you should make your own cards. You should make your own cards. Well, so she decided she was going to undertake this project, and she had Heather, one of the gals in Oklahoma City, that said, I'll help. She would help her. She's like, this is what I want for artwork. And so Heather went to work on finding it. And one morning she went out to her son's workshop, and she was like, oh my gosh, I think Zachariah's paintings would be perfect for what, she thought that's what Stacy was looking for. So she put it together, did some mock-ups and took them to her, and she didn't tell her that it was her son, because her son he's paraplegic. So she didn't want Stacy to feel obligated or any of that. So Stacy was like, oh my gosh, this is perfect, I love him. She's like, are you sure? So then when she told her it was Zachariah, she was like, that is perfect. So they went together and they made these cards, and it's a deck of cards, and then we pass them out all over, but Zachariah gets the profits from the sale of those cards. So now he's been able to do things that he's needed for like his workshop, or, where he paints. He would put a door in that could make it easier for him to get in and out of there, and it's a way for him to have an income. So it's really a cool thing. So we're all about passing those out and just sharing that happy, good thoughts, right? And that's kind of what all Mary Kay is all about. So, all right. So I don't really have anything else tonight other than the month ends on Thursday. Holy cow, here we are at another month end. March 1st is Friday. We'll be in the final four for our seminar year. We got great things happening, women moving up. Our Rising Stars, we are like hot and on it and moving up the scoreboard. We were like in the top 15 through the 20th a month with the James area, and I think we're gonna be even higher than that. Like, it is on. Like, they'll be like,
It's awesome.
so, no, awesome, yeah. So, and we know Krista wasn't here tonight. My sister also does this with me.
Okay.
She's a sales director too, and she's homesick. She should have maybe been watching. I don't know if she is or not. But
I'm
sure
sure
she
she
is.
is. Sister, come on.
well, it would be like her to do that.
Oh,
I'd be
okay.
like, yeah. Anyway,
Let her rest.
yeah, exactly. I told her, yeah, we got this. So, anyway, so thanks for being here. I'll be in Omaha on Saturday, and we'll be back here next Tuesday
Chris is
night.
typing.
Is she?
No.
She's probably watching. I thought she probably was on
Like,
there
don't yell at
tonight.
me.
Yeah, I figured she probably would be. She doesn't ever want to miss out. So
We miss
She-
you.
yeah,
Yep.
she wouldn't want. She would absolutely want to be here, but
You tell her I'm watching.
yeah. I thought she probably was. So that's awesome. So anyway, so thank you for being here tonight. Emma, thanks for having your first 2 guests tonight. Yeah, yay. So this was fun. And we maybe plug back in and maybe do a few little back and forth with the sharing appointment, but we can, if there's a few things, we'll talk about that with these beauties. So,
Krista misses us too.
okay, all right. So everybody have a great week, okay?